What's going on, guys? Welcome to a new episode of the German Lawnmower. On today's episode, we are gonna be working on the S2000 intake manifold. As you can see, this doesn't look like your standard S2000 intake manifold. Is because I already went ahead and trimmed some of the parts that you don't need to actually fit it on the K24 block, and for that you are going to need an adapter plate. This is from ASM. It's basically a plate that you screw to the K24 block, and it has the offset bolts, holes for the bolts, so you can screw in the S2000 one. But in order to do that, you need to get rid of a lot of material actually. As you can see, I have been doing lots of heavy grinding over here. Had to shave the back by a lot, so actually opened this hole up. There was a vacuum line port over here that was for the brake booster, but I just gonna use this one because I only actually need two lines, one for the brake booster and another one for the fuel regulator, fuel pressure regulator. So I'm going to try to see if I can weld this up with the Flux welder that I have. I know people say that you can do it. People say it's gonna look shitty. Patch these holes up. So I'm gonna do a little bit more cleaning around where I'm gonna weld, because the most important part about welding aluminum is to have a clean surface to start with. So yeah, that's what we're gonna be doing. Then I'm gonna be taking some measurements for these, because I'm going to fabricate a plate to patch these holes. This is the idle air control valve. We're not gonna be running that because since I'm running a K-Pro, I can delete that from the system. It's not gonna pop any service licensing or anything like that. So it's kind of overkill to have it. The throttle body that I have actually has a screw, so you can open the idle a little bit. So I don't actually need it. So yeah, let me set up the camera in a way you guys can see. Let's try to weld this up. So as you can see, I have trimmed these by a lot, and there's a lot of shavings around here, so I'm definitely gonna need a blower to blow these things up. First thing I'm gonna do is remove the throttle body again, because I just put it in place to mock it up. I don't want these to get any metal shavings in it, because it's gonna be a hassle. Okay, now I'm gonna set up the welder. First, this part is steel, so I'm gonna patch it up with the regular mild steel weld, and then I'm gonna jump to the aluminum one. Okay, the easy part is done. That was a steel, was something like this. This is made out of steel, so you can weld it with mild steel wire from the Flux core. Now it comes the hard part, which is patching this up. I have never welded aluminum with a Flux core. I do not recommend it if you're gonna do something structural. But I have this little piece that came off there, so what I'm gonna do is tap it a little bit just to see how it behaves with the aluminum wire, and I'll take it from there. Well, so it turns out that you can weld steel with Flux core. I should have known about it, but I just want to give it a try so you guys don't do it. Good thing a buddy of mine has a mobile welding rig, so he was able to come and save me from this. Got up to the shots while he doing his thing, and it came out amazing. Couldn't have. Couldn't ask for a better fit. I just need to clean the welds a little bit off. It's gonna fit nicely in there. I just gonna need to make a plate for this to delete the idle control valve, but that's easy. Just cut a flat piece of aluminum. I'll put some Honda bomb over here to make it airtight. Intake is ready to be thrown in the motor. Next step is to get the gasket in. I'm just gonna press it against the intake, mark it with a Sharpie, and cut the excess off. Here you can have an idea how much we had to cut to make it fit. Now it's time to get it on the car. Of course, these are gonna have to take it back off and clean it real nice so it doesn't have any metal shavings. But I just want to see how it looks. Alrighty, look how badass that looks. Damn, it's starting to look like a car now. As far as I see, I won't be having any more clearance issues. I'm clearing the brackets, and I have like a quarter of an inch or probably an eighth of an inch clearance with the master, with the brake booster. That's so cool. So next will be figuring out the fueling rail I of course gonna have to take back the valve cover because with the engine hoist and everything I screwed up on the paint, and I wasn't a big fan of the wrinkle finish on that color, so I'm gonna go with a more shiny look, especially since this is gonna get all dirty. I feel like the wrinkle is gonna hold a lot of dirt, but yeah, it looks awesome. So I really hope you guys find these at least useful. You can fit S2000 intake manifold if you're K-swapping BMW E30. It just needs a lot of cutting and access to a welder. I don't know if everybody has access to that, but it can be done. And if you have any questions, just let me know in the box below. And thank you guys again for watching.